Hi, Dr. Charles Fay of Love and Logic. I'm here with Monica, and we have a message from the heart of Love and Logic. And how do we bring the best out of people? How do we work with maybe a child or even an adult who's struggling with motivation, or maybe we feel like we're kind of getting into these power struggles with the person that maybe they're kind of subtle, but they're pretty damaging. And here's a basic truth, and see if this makes any sense to you. We build people up in their areas of strength. We find those things that they're really good at, those things that they are naturally great at. We build them up in those areas so that they have the courage and willingness to try in areas that are more difficult for them. And do you see the same thing?
Sometimes it's a little bit hard to find things. So
wait a second.
maybe
she's not talking
the
about
thing
me.
that they're good at.
The thing that they're really good at.
Yeah.
So maybe I have a child, and this was for me. I was really mechanically inclined as a kid, and still somewhat so as an adult, and struggled in school. And my parents got some great advice from somebody who said, hey, build him up in that area of giftedness so that he'll be willing to try in math.
And it does go against, I think, what we feel like we should be doing, especially when it comes to school, is why would I be giving them additional time or opportunities to do this fun stuff when they're not doing their schoolwork? And it very much goes against what I think society and many educators may tell us, that you need, education, education, education. But we've heard so many success stories over many decades about kids really being successful because they were allowed to focus on the strengths, their strengths.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg comes to mind. He's kind of a successful guy. And there's a lot of other examples where the parents thought, well, maybe this kid isn't into what we're into, but, if we squelch that healthy interest, and we're talking about healthy interests, we're not talking about things where the kid feels like they're obsessed with violent video games, so we should let them do that all day. No, that's not what we're talking about. But so for many of us, the first step is to say to ourselves, we are going to get way more out of everybody in our lives if, first of all, we're focusing mostly on their strengths. We're encouraging them, our kids, to actually develop careers around those strengths. The language kind of goes like this, I notice that you're really naturally good at such and such, and think about it, son, or think about it, daughter. Someday, if you could find a way to turn that gift into a way to help other people, to contribute to society, I think that most days, son or daughter, I think most days you probably wouldn't feel like you were working that much. It's pretty amazing. And so we want to keep in mind that's simple truth. And it also works wonders in marriage relationships. It really, really does. So I hope this is helpful to you. Bring some joy and more peace to your home. We'll see you soon.